Hey, I'm Breanne Marie with Breanne and the Front Porch Sinners. You're listening to KTWH-LP 99.5 FM in Two Harbors, Minnesota, streaming online at ktwh.org. So my band is Breanne and the Front Porch Sinners, and we play what I call Great Lakes country music. Great Lakes country, as I describe it, is classic country instruments like pedal steel and fiddle, playing songs that speak to the hard times of people that live in Rust Belt communities around the Great Lakes, like Duluth, Minnesota, and like Two Harbors, Minnesota. I got started in music when I was really little. I would sing in church. I know that sounds a little cliche because that's a lot of people's stories, but I feel good when I sing, and so I've been singing my whole life. In high school, I was in band. In college, I played a little bit, but I did a lot more karaoke than trumpet in college. And then 2007, it was a year after my dad died by suicide, that I decided I was going to play guitar. I kept thinking of this memory when my dad bought me this purple, glittery, electric guitar, solid body, so the thing was really heavy. And I didn't even ask for one. I didn't want a guitar, so I threw it in the closet. About a year later, I went to find the guitar because I thought, I want to learn guitar. I couldn't find it. I asked my dad what happened to my electric guitar. And he said, I sold it. I pawned it. You didn't want it. You didn't appreciate it. So I sold it. After he died, this memory kept coming up. I was deep into a depression, and I remember that my dad used to sit on the edge of his bed and play a really crummy acoustic guitar, a harmony, and he would pop in a VHS tape and learn how to play G, C, and D, and he looked happy. So I thought about that guitar and how I felt he owed me a guitar, and I realized that I owed it to him to learn how to play. So I bought a guitar, and I took 3 months of lessons, and I started to heal. A couple years later, my brother Tim died, and just 3 years ago, my other brother Justin died. So some of my music, quite a bit of it, is around grief, mental illness, loss, coping. I'm going to play for you a song called Too Tired to Cry, and I wrote this song because I found a connection between Minnesota winters when it's so cold, too cold, that the weather can't even muster up some snowflakes. Well, I know what that feels like to be so sad that you can't even muster up the tears to cry. It's heavy, big grief. And the song's called Too Tired to Cry. Chasing ghosts again this week, looking for you in my sleep. Went to all the places we would go, like that pawn shop downtown, the one with all the old guitars, and the park on Mesaba Avenue. Ooh. Maybe I wouldn't be so weak, standing here unable to speak, if you giving us a little more time. One more trip around the sun, another year of memories made. Wasn't ready for goodbye. I woke up and thought of you just to keep you alive. I drove 150 miles to go back in time, but it's too cold to snow today, and even though I've tried, I'm too tired to cry. I woke up and thought of you just to keep you alive. I drove 150 miles to go back in time, but it's too cold to snow today, and even though I've tried, I'm too tired to cry. I'm too All right. So the next song I'm going to do is called Central Hillside 91. And I'm talking about 1991. When I was a teenager, I grew up in the Central Hillside neighborhood of Duluth, Minnesota. And from about 11 to 14 years old, those were some of the greatest years of my life, with the least worries I've ever had, with some of the greatest people one could ever ask to hang out with all summer long, all night long, all throughout the year. And so I decided to put that feeling, that nostalgia, into a song. So here's Central Hillside 91. On a warm summer day in Central Hillside in our city on a hill, Grandma by my side, we would watch the buses run up and down 4th Avenue, watch that helicopter land. If we only knew that was then, this is now, it will never be the same. That was us, all so young, playing childish games all through the days. It was fun. There's no way we can't go back to Central Hillside 91. Ooh. On a cold winter night in Central Hillside, we went up to the shack, best friends by our side. We laced up tight, hit the ice with no fear, no curfew, no cell phones. If we only knew that was then, this is now, it will never be the same. That was us, all so young, playing childish games all through the days. It was fun. There's no way we can't go back to Central Hillside 91. About a place when it happens at a time in your life when it all makes sense. Ooh. That was then, this is now, it will never be the same. That was us, all so young, playing childish games. Call it what you like, call it home, call it love. I call it Central Hillside. Ooh, I call it Central Hillside. Call it Central Hillside. Aw, I can't sing that song without smiling. Oh. So I've had the great fortune to record 3 full-length albums and 2 EPs with some of the greatest musicians and some of the best human beings. Our band is made up of Evan Tepler on guitar, Kaylin Spencer on fiddle, Johnny Blaze Peterson on pedal steel, Kyle and Danielle Gondig Anderson on bass and background vocals, Matt Groom, and then occasionally I can convince my friend Matt Shalene to play piano and Matthew Lively to play trumpet. We are the Front Porch Sinners. We have a great time, and we just released a new album called Juniper. You can buy Juniper on digital, CD, or vinyl formats on our website at breannemarie.com, BREANNE Marie.com. This next song is off the Juniper album. It's called Good Bones, and it's my love letter for the house that Evan and I lived in for over 6 years and sold just a couple years ago. The house was about 115 years old, and it had become a person, or it had a personality, I guess. I think anything over 100 years old, inanimate or not, human or not, has a personality. And I felt like when we were fixing up this house, everyone was insulting it. They were making fun of what it looked like and how it wouldn't sell because of crooked floors and whatever else. So I felt like I needed to say goodbye to the house, but I also needed to give it a pick-me-up pep talk about how it has really good bones. A house is not a home. A body is more than bones. I'm heavy as a stone right now. This place is a memory. I can't tell you what it means to me, but it's time to let it be right now. Oh, goodbye, home, sweet home. May you stand tall while I'm rolling. Every imperfection, every little blemish, you're old, and that's true, and they'll say that about you. Oh, but never forget you've got good bones. Ooh, ooh. The road is not the way. When the destination is changed, I will never be the same as I was here. This room is no longer mine. There's more to memories than time. So excuse me if I cry. My family lived here. Goodbye, home, sweet home. May you stand tall while I'm rolling. Every imperfection, every little blemish, you're old, and that's true, and they'll say that about you. Oh, but never forget you've got good memories of who we were. The one who died and left broken hearts. Look in the yard, I can see him there. He's calling my name. Wanna remember everything. Wanna forget it just the same. Holding on so hard, 'cause I can't leave it all behind. Sweet home, may you stand tall while I roll. Every imperfection, every little blemish, you're old, that's true, and they'll say that about you. Oh, we'll never forget you've got good bones. All right, this is the title track off the album. It's called Juniper, and it's about a person named Juniper who's trying to explore love and relationships, put it that way. Feels good on the body. Who do you trust? If I say I love you and I let you touch, am I the answer? Am I enough? Starting to sweat, wrapped up together, I'm out of breath. Are you ready for what happens next? The dark and the quiet, meaninglessness. See all of your scars. This song is called Paper Dolls, and I wrote this about, you know, when girls, young women get dressed up to go to a show, and they get all dolled up, and they head right for the stage when they get there, because they're trying to catch the attention of the guitar players because they're pretty cute. I call those girls paper dolls, and I used to be one. Little girls, they dream about meeting their Prince Charming. Love to last a lifetime, a white dress and a little house. So they put on a little makeup, wear a dress and some fancy shoes. 'Cause that's the way you'll catch a man, someone who's gonna love you. Round and round the little girls hold their hands like paper dolls. Circles they go dancing, hold on, try not to fall. For a moment they are happy, holding on to one another. But it's easy to let go of friends when it's time to catch your lover. Pretty little maidens all dolled up for the show. One by one they're dancing, ready, set, go. It's a race for his attention, affection and love. But paper dolls fall to the floor, one by one. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. As attention, your affection, and your love. You can keep your paper dolls, and the one you say is the one. Pretty little maidens all dolled up for the show. One by one we're dancing, ready, set, go. It's a race for your attention, affection, and love. Paper dolls fall to the floor, one by one. Oh, paper dolls. Hey, thanks for listening, and thanks for supporting Two Harbors Community Radio.